So every once in a while, someone comments, "SynthCool, you should do stand-up comedy. You're so funny and talented. You have such a large penis. Can you please sexually satisfy my depressed girlfriend? She's so sad that I can't sexually satisfy her, but I know you're the guy, SynthCool. Please, please." And stand-up comedy is, no offense, the lowest form of entertainment for literal smug fucking pseudo intellectuals or dumb drunken fucking normies. Okay, like no one actually like smart watches stand-up comedy. Okay, whenever like someone calls themselves smart, but like half of their quotes are from like stand up comedians, I just go, yeah, that guy's like probably fucking stupid. Okay, like if you're older than 14 and you do that shit, you're fucking stupid. And all those drunken normie fucking slobs laughing at like fucking John Mulaney going, well, isn't that kind of awkward? Well, isn't that little much? It's like, wow, cool. It's like, haha. Um, but you know what? You know what? I want to be a rich boy. I want to be a rich bitch. I think it's time for me to be a big rich monopoly bitch boy. So I'm going to attempt stand up comedy right here in my room. So let's just pretend I'm on a stage right now. I'm just looking at the audience. I'm imagining everyone in the audience naked. I'm rock fucking hard. And I'm just going to do a stand up bit. I didn't really write anything down, so I'm just gonna kind of freeball it. No editing. Let's just see. So, good evening, everybody. This is my first stand-up comedy set. I'm going to tell some jokes. All right, who here has ever like watched those like old 1960s Spider-Man cartoons? Like the really old ones. You ever notice how like before Tobey Maguire played Spider-Man, uh every time Spider-Man wasn't a piece of media, his voice always sounded like this. Hello, my name is Peter Parker, and I'm a 16-year-old high school student who's interested in science. I work for the Daily Bugle. I'm Peter Parker, 16-year-old Peter Parker. Like that was always like Peter Parker would have the voice of like a 50-year-old like grown ass man in all those old ass cartoons. And there would be those episodes where Spider-Man met Captain America and they sound the same like, "Hello, Spider-Man, it is I, Captain America." "Why, hello, Captain America, it is I, Spider-Man, and would you like to touch my butthole, Captain America?" "Well, certainly, Spider-Man." And, it's just like, isn't that just cray cray? Isn't that just crazy? Yeah, that's pretty freaking cray cray, if you know what I mean. Um, so yeah, a lot of Americans read, Spider-Man throughout the decades. Like America was always really into superhero comic books. I found out recently that there wasn't really a superhero phenomenon in England, London. Mate, oh you fucking cut. And see, there's this kind of like philosophy, or not philosophy, but kind of like psychology you could put with this. America kind of grew with superhero comic books. So that's why a lot of Americans have like juvenile solutions to problems, like punch him, if there's a problem, just punch it in the fucking face. Just a very juvenile sort of psychology, where it's just like this kind of like childish worship of violence. And England, the Brits, they grew up with these sort of like comedy, satirical comic books throughout the decades. So that's why a lot of British people feel obligated to like show how self-depicting and how sarcastic with witty dark humor they have. And it's like, shut the fuck up, Brit, okay? You know, fucking Monty Python watching ass. I am the minister of silly walking. Like, shut your fucking ass up. Um, but what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, one of the popular British comics back in the day was Dennis the Menace. There was like a British version of Dennis the Menace that was made the same time as the American Dennis the Menace. There's no apparent correlation with either of them. You know, they're both completely separate things. American Dennis the Menace is kind of like no, British Dennis the Menace. Let's start with him. Is like this, delinquent. Just like this, like fucking, you know, would, a fucking hoodlum. Just a hoodlum who would go around and just cause hell to people, just pure anarchy. Whereas American Dennis the Menace was just sort of more so kind of like cute, wholesome, like, oh, accident, where just like, oh, he would accidentally do something bad, or he would do something with good intentions. And the American Dennis the Menace, there was a live action TV show, bunch of cartoons. It's not really a Dennis the Menace. Is not really is that, I don't know if that comic is still going on, because at some point they would have to, like, I don't know, would they up Dennis's like edginess a little bit? Just up Dennis the Menace's edginess. I said that again, but would they, like, oh, Mr. Wilson, I'm fucking your wife. No, Dennis. No. Oh, Mr. Wilson. Oh, Mr. Wilson, I'm teabagging your wife. I'm slamming my balls in her face. Oh, come on, Dennis. No, Dennis. Come on. Oh, Mr. Wilson. Oh, Mr. Wilson, I'm giving your wife a rim job. Oh, come on, Dennis. Come on. Oh, come on. Oh, jeez. Like, isn't Dennis the Menace just so whack? Like, golly. Oh, I see everyone in the audience has just left the building. Um, uh, uh, check, please. Can I get a check, please? I'll have what she's having. Check, please. Whoa. Ooh. That's gotta hurt. See, whenever I get frustrated, I just start like screaming like 90s, like cliche 90s movie quotes. Okay, let me think of one last bit. Let me just think. Oh fuck, I can't think of one last bit. This is really fucking hard. What, um, um, okay. So you got a lot of people. Some like the Doom movie is great movie. But you have like nerds go. There's this nerd got blown the fuck out. Some nerd was like, there wasn't just enough humor in this movie. And I'm like, dude, not every movie needs to be like Joss Whedon dialogue, okay? Like, could you imagine like Cannibal Holocaust written by Joss Whedon, like, Ugh, can you please pass the ketchup before you're gonna eat me? Like, gosh. But Cannibal Holocaust is a movie. I watched it once. I skipped like most of the fucking parts in the movie. Like, it was just a little too gross. But you have people like Eli Roth who like obsess over the fucking movie, and who like need to make a homage to it every fucking year. And it's like, you need to be in a fucking mental asylum, fucking weirdo. You know. Um. What's another? Joss Whedon. I fucking hate that guy, because why can't he just be called Josh? Why does he have to be called Joss? Josh! I'm Josh! It's like, no, you're Josh, bitch. You think you're fucking, did your mom think you're a special boy who has to call you Josh? Josh, just be Josh, you fucking douchebag. Piece of shit. Alright, I'm gonna end the stand-up setup. Please check out my Netflix special. Peace out. Later.